hate it if one of my presents went missing. I'm used to presents coming late. You know, most of my family live, other than the closest areas. So I'm used to the odd Christmas present coming late, as I hope they're used to me sending Christmas presents late as well. And I'm pretty sure everyone's probably had a Christmas present go missing in the post. But what about a present that actually goes missing? The story today has a present that goes missing, and you'll probably recognise the person who's lost it. Of course, if you live in a place like Wonderland, anything's possible. This is an Alice in Wonderland story, and it's called A Present for the Queen. Alice was watching some children build a snowman outside. It was rather warm in her house, and soon she grew quite sleepy. Suddenly, something hopped across the snow in front of her house. "Why, it's the White Rabbit!" she cried. Alice ran after the rabbit. "You're always running," she said when she caught up with him. "Whatever is wrong this time?" Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, I've lost the Queen's Christmas present," the White Rabbit cried. "If I don't find it, she'll have my head." And without another word, he dove down a hole. Alice hurried after him and found herself on a snowy path lined with evergreen trees. By the way, apologies for the lisp. I'm slowly getting used to this. The White Rabbit was gone, but Alice could see his footprints in the snow. She decided to follow them. All at once, the footprints stopped. "Oh, I've lost them. I've lost him again," Alice said with a sigh. "Oh, lost who?" someone asked. A toothy smile appeared in one of the trees. Can you guess who? Quickly followed by a purple striped cat that materialized around the smile. "Cheshire Cat," Alice cried happily. "The White Rabbit has lost the Queen's present and—" "But that's a lost what?" the cat interrupted. "I thought you said you lost a who?" "I didn't lose a what," she said. "The White Rabbit did, and now I've lost him." "Well, I can't help you with your who, but I can help you with your lost what. Try the Mad Hatter." Alice followed the path until she found the Mad Hatter. "Ah, Alice!" he cried. "We were just singing Christmas carols." "Don't you mean Christmas carols?" Alice asked. "What does carol have to do with it?" asked the March Hare. "Everyone knows Harold wrote the best Christmas songs." Alice shook her head. She had no time for the Hatter's nonsense. "I need your help," she told him. The Queen's present is lost." With a twinkle in his eye, the Mad Hatter took off his hat. Sitting atop his head was a large box wrapped in Christmas paper, and on top of that was the Dormouse. Scooping up the Dormouse, the Hatter handed the present to Alice. Alice thanked him and went on her way. Soon the White Rabbit's footprints reappeared. Alice followed them all the way to the Queen's castle, where the White Rabbit was apologizing to the Queen. I'm sorry, I lost your present," he said. "I found it," Alice interrupted. The Queen glared at Alice. Off with her head! She yelled. Oh, but perhaps you should open the gift first, dear, the king suggested, meekly. How else can he to a queen who always yells? I suppose I could, the queen said, tearing off the box's wrapping. Her eyes lit up as she pulled a small Christmas tree out of the box. As the Queen of Hearts admired her present, a large grin appeared in the air next to Alice. Now might not be the worst time to slip away, said the Cheshire Cat. Alice snuck out of the room and began to run, but she slipped on a patch of ice and hit her head. When Alice opened her eyes, she found herself back at home. She yawned sleepily. Oh, what a strange dream I've just had, she said. Stretching, Alice looked out of the window. The snowman was finished, and it was holding a teacup. Alice frowned. Perhaps it hadn't been a dream after all. But I know you guys will have dreams tonight. Of course, I think I better get to bed myself before the Queen finds out I'm up, and then she'll... Well, I quite like my head where it is, even if it is a bit daydreamy. Still, before she catches us up, I think we best get some sleep. After all, tomorrow never comes. Unless a dream is revealed. Bye for now.